Hello and welcome to HTC's podcast. We are here to shine a light on Hybrid's toughest characters and relive our most memorable moments. I'm Chris.
And I'm Deacon.
Let's start this thing.
Let me just say one thing. If you put any man, woman, child, or animal in front of me on the mat, I'm going to take them too. HTC, best team in Australia.
Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Hybrid Training Centre podcast. Today we are joined by Brayden Ion. How are you today, buddy?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm excellent, thanks, man. So, Hybrid's most prolific heavyweight, pretty active. You fought King Kong, been a part of the gym since you were a little kid.
True.
Back when you were a little kid that used to ride a little 250 motorbike, and now touring around Australia, fighting gorillas. How does it feel?
It's been a journey, that's for sure. It's pretty crazy to think, back in the day when you were a bit younger and like you'd always dreamed of this, and then now, fast forward 5-6 years, I'm that person. Still got a long way to go, but we're heading in the right direction.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So with that in mind, why did you walk through Hybrid stores originally?
Well, I actually come in with Deaky when I was...
That loser.
Yeah. I would have been probably 10 when it was in town, and I was watching him and I wanted to do it, but my parents obviously lived half hour away. It was a bit hard to get in at that time, so I didn't do it. And then when I was 18 or 19 and had my bike license, I thought, I'm going to go learn how to punch on properly, and here I am.
Do you remember your first class at all?
I was doing the Tuesday MMA class with Mario, and it was pretty brutal.
Back when he used to beat you up?
Yeah, he used to give me a hiding.
Even when you were a kid? Who else joined with you? There was a couple of you guys. What was
my mate Jared.
Jared, he's moved back up north, hasn't he?
Yeah,
That's right, it was you and Jared.
He was
a
cool dude.
He was a really nice
cool
guy.
He was
I
cool.
enjoyed him, man. He was cool.
Who else was there? Greg Spotswood.
Spotswood, who's still here now.
Still here.
Yeah. And
that was sort of it from back those days.
yeah, back in the, what do you call it, our contraction period when we were a little gym.
Yeah,
before we've expanded again.
We were
So
tiny, pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, that's it, yeah, man. It just seems like forever ago. Even though, like, it was literally only a few years ago. For me, it just seems, it's nice. Like, I never grow as old watching, well, even back with Deacon, like, little nervous kids come in through the door, get a little bit confident, start chatting to you, become friends, then watch them develop, compete. So I'd like to, like, go on the record and say that, obviously, besides your mum, I was probably your first fan. I was so excited when we got to the stage where it was like, hey, you ready for your first fight? I was so geared up. I was ready to go.
You was pumped. You were probably more pumped than I was.
And it shows in the footage from Legion as well.
Yeah, you can just see in the back corner of the fight footage you jumping around.
I was yelling and
crazy
screaming. That was so fun.
It was good.
Enjoyed the shit out of that.
It was a good first fight.
Oh, wasn't it? Which actually brings me to probably a really good question to ask you is, what's your favourite fight been so far that you've had?
I've had a few. Like, my recent one I lost, but I fought a dude that was easily in the top handful.
Oh, he was good.
In the country. Like, and he he won an Australian Open tournament, and he got a silver medal in the Commonwealth Game trials.
Yeah, wow.
So he's pretty good, and he was just like knocking everyone out in the first round, and I took it to him for the 5 rounds. I lost, but you know what? I didn't really feel like I lost on the night.
No, you fought well, man. Like,
yeah,
you fought well. So it's cool to see, like, the improvements in skill and all that sort of stuff. Like, I guess just from my perspective, just watching heavyweights over time, it's like just rely on that power, and it's with you've really focused on the craft and your timing and footwork and the little things, the little things.
The 1%ers.
Yeah.
Which is what, I think all fighters should try and do a little bit more of, because I was a bit oblivious and I was like, don't worry about that. Like, I relied on being talented rather than actually trying and doing the extras that everybody had told me, eating clean, running, weights, I was just like, who needs all that? I'm a heavyweight, like we're big for a reason. But, you know, when you get to the top level, you go, holy shit.
Yeah.
These guys are the next level.
Right. Yeah. And like the consequences are so dire for a heavyweight too. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been so thankful to be like a little dude until I see like the people that you're fighting. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. And one shot and it's over.
Yeah. Like
You
how
could be
big was
winning and then boom, that's it. You're hurt, you're done.
how big was Freddie?
Man, he was a giant. He would have been like 6'4", 6'5", 165 kilos.
That just seems
and
catastrophic.
athletic 165.
Well, we
too.
jumped through the air and everything. I was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was concerning. Did you ever see that one, Deeks?
No.
He's the biggest human being to have jumped into like a combat space,
Yeah,
I swear.
He was massive.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Go back and watch this.
Was this K1?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like my third ever fight or something.
Yep.
And I fought.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a good photo here somewhere with Chris Drummond's in your ear before the fight.
Yeah.
I love that photo.
And he actually said to me, just before that photo, he was like, this is the biggest human I've ever seen. And I'm just
Just
thinking,
what you want to hear.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
mate,
what-
I'm in here about the fighting.
Yeah.
And you're saying that in my ear. I'm like, I've got no idea. But once again, I went the distance with him. You know, I lost, but the experience probably got me there. Like he had a lot of fights. It was a lot more than what they actually put on his record, and he said that after the fight. That was just his kickboxing record. He had MMA and all the rest. So, but you know, I won the crowd over that night. I stood in front of him and
Threw down with the big
threw
dude.
down.
Yeah, and
Probably
you
not
had,
the smartest move, but
yeah. Well, look, honestly, through your teenage years, I wouldn't, even your early 20s, I wouldn't have accused you of making the best decisions or the brightest moves from time to time.
True.
Like I speak to a lot of the, what'd you say, the leader ladies around the gym here, and I know every one of them's nagged you from time to time about something in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've probably copped more ear beatings from women in the gym than you have actual beatings from human beings, right?
probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Actually, definitely.
Yeah. So, while we are talking about that, in a way, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go.
If you don't mind. So, with training, with fighting, with martial arts, obviously that's helped you get through your, what do you call it, your young adult period where it's pretty easy to get into some mischief. And yeah, found yourself in a bit of it.
Yeah, it's no secret. You know, I got in a bit of trouble street fighting, but you know, in my defence, it was like it was more so sticking up, you know, for my mates. But because I'm big, can hit hard, you have to pay the consequences. But you know, it's probably a good little lesson. Like, you know, I wasn't able to train or fight for 16 months, which was a long time. But you know, I made it do. I was running. I had 3 hours a week to go to a boxing gym. I went over, which there was a boxing gym there, so I was just there for 3 hours a week. And the other days, I was just running home from work because I had no other way of exercise. But it was, you know, I didn't let it stop me, and I wanted to come out of the other side ready rather than having to train and get fit and then get ready. And I probably would have blew out to back to 143.
Which I've seen you at before, which is not.
That was a big heifer.
It's not the most graceful look on you.
No.
You still managed to win a fight at 140 something kilos.
That was
just after COVID.
Just after COVID, and I'd actually cracked the nanny because I was supposed to fight, and then we did end up getting a match, so I cracked it and was like, oh, I'm not training. I'm gonna enjoy Christmas and whatnot. And then it was that period where if like one person had COVID, you all had to isolate.
Yeah.
And then my whole family got it, but it was like week after week, so we were in like lockdown for like 3 weeks or something. It was brutal. And then I trained like twice, and then they called me on like the Monday or the Tuesday and said, do you want to fight this weekend? And I'd said, oh yeah, but you know, I'm 143 kilos. And he took the fight, credit to him. And yeah, it was pretty taxing.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
It was really, well, I mean, we had a good time for that fight. We got told off.
We got told
Yet
off.
again, yeah. Coach Trossi being serious, being the adult in the room for a change. And we were getting told off. I just got a front row seat to watch one of my favourite fighters fight, so that's what it was for me. But yeah, it's incredible to see, because obviously a bit of a gap in you in the gym here, see the transformation. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, maybe for you, like you wouldn't notice it day to day, but then people haven't seen you for a little while. It's like, whoa, where's the rest of you?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah,
You look great.
Many people have said that. But as you said, it's hard to sort of see, because you look at yourself every day in the mirror, so you're kind of like, oh, I can notice it, but not as much as what everybody else has.
I think too, like that's the sign of a champion too, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
you know, not many like, people go through that type of adversity or whatever you want to call it, and they wouldn't keep pushing towards
Yeah.
their goal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They'll be like, oh well, bugger it.
Yeah.
I can't train.
Yeah.
I can only do 3 hours. I can't do any training. Here you are running home from work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that just proves to me that like you're going to be a champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was kind of that thing. I was like, you know, I feel like every kid or adult with a bit of talent, you know, there's a few things that come up, like partying, women, all that stuff, or your goals. And I was like, I was partying every weekend, eating whatever, just drinking all weekend, like just in the town. And then I kind of was like, oh, hang on, I can do that, but I can also chase my goals and then reward myself with that, rather than just every weekend without fail, town, getting on it with the boys.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, obviously, you know, a lot of people suffer some adversity, and then, you know, it's how you come back from that. You know, which way do you go? Do you go, poor me, I give up? Or do you go, stuff you, mate, watch me?
Yeah.
And that was a
Yeah.
big thing, because the mercury actually done me dirty.
They did. Yeah.
You know, blasted me through the mercury online everywhere. So, and then I had a lot of people in the comments bagging me out, and obviously you read them because it's hard not to.
Be hurt.
And it was pretty hurtful. It was probably, you know, one of the darkest times of my life, that's for sure. But I also had good friends that were helping me out and commenting on that and being like, no, he's not that person if you, you know, sat down and talked to him. And then it was kind of a thing to go, you know what, I'm going to show all you people that were talking shit about me in the Mercury, watch me.
Yeah.
Watch me.
That's so much more empowering, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
because they wanted me to fail, and I was like,
of course they do.
I'm
That's
not
the thing I hate about the internet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they kind of take away the fact that you're a person.
Yeah.
You know, like Rob's a good example.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
Right, yeah.
And then they're like, not just them, not just like the news, but like just people in general. And you know, like say for instance, you lose a fight,
Yeah.
and then
right.
they're just like in the comment section. They don't even know the person, and oh man.
Yeah, they just blast.
They don't even
through.
see the work you put in. They don't, you
Yeah.
know, they probably haven't done anything like good with their life. It's
Yeah,
just,
and I kind of look at it, I'm like, especially if it's like a male, even a female sense, it's like, are you jealous because you're not good enough to
Yeah.
fly around, get paid to fly around the country, beat people up for money, and like have that line? Like, are you not good enough? So are you hating on other people? That's how I kind of look at it as well. And then I just want to prove them wrong.
Yeah, good. And I think you're well on the path to doing it. Like,
Yeah.
You know, obviously staying active now, like you know, looking for fights all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you're staying disciplined with your training, as I said, instead of leaning into your vices now. Like, you know, you moved away from those, and it's just like that's just
Yeah.
to celebrate the hard work. And
Yeah.
I'm sure on your end, it's a lot more enjoyable.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
to actually be like, oh yeah, cool. It's because I have achieved. It's because I
Yeah.
have sacrificed.
Yeah.
Be a lot easier to, you know, going back to the mirror, like look yourself in the mirror and ask those like deep questions now. Be like, you know, like, who am I? What am I about? You know, what can I achieve? And not be scared of the answer.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely cool.
Because, I mean, granted, the Snapchats I used to get from you were pretty
Whoa.
incredible. I'm going to bring one of them up, which was amazing. I think you know the one. When you spewed in your own Crocs.
Oh, That was rough.
So I wake up Wednesday morning, I've been receiving Snapchats, 11, 12, 1 in the morning
Yeah,
on
I
a
wanna work.
Tuesday
I'd work at
night. It's a
7
school night.
The next day. Oh,
Seeing you with tears rolling down your face, hosing vomit out of your shoes. Mate, it's interesting to see this new, put together, more matured, better version of you.
it's actually, yeah, I'm quite like, I look at who I was and what I was doing, and then I look at now, I'm like, what? Like, who is he? Like,
Right?
who is this dude?
Been through the same thing. Me in my late 20s, you know, that depressive drinking, poor bugger me attitude, and then to snap out of it and then look back on it, it's like I feel the rosiness in my cheeks come up. I'm like, oh, that wasn't me, was it? It can't be me. But it is nice to sort of be like, oh, well, if that's where I was, I'm happier with where I am now. If I kept going down that path, however, I wonder where I'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, speaking of that, where do you reckon you'd be if you never took up martial arts and fighting?
I don't know. I actually thought about it, and I genuinely don't know. Like, I have probably very minimal friends that I didn't, that aren't associated with martial arts.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
yep.
it's very, very minimal. You know, I've always played footy and cricket and basketball and stuff, but I was never that in love with it. Like,
Yeah.
going to training was like, ugh, I've got to go to training. We're this, I'm like, no, we're going. Like, we're having fun, we're going to training. But playing footy and basketball and cricket, you're kind of like, you know, if you had a big day at work, you're like, nah, I can't be bothered. We're this, I'm like, no, we're gone. And I mean, this is a sport where you can't really slack off. Like, if you slack off in training, you're probably going to end up on your back.
Getting slept, yeah.
Getting slept in a fight. So that is also a bit of a scary part. You're like, shit, if I don't train, I know my opponent's going to be training and he's coming to take my head off. So I'm going to make sure that I'm ready to take his head off, or I'm just prepared the best that I can.
Right, and you don't have a team to be able to do it for you. Like
Yeah.
in a footy game, if you're having a bad game, that hopefully the rest of the team's having a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also like fighting too, because like, you know, if you lose in footy, you're quick to look around and go, who didn't do their job? Why did I lose? You know what I mean? But in fighting, if you lose, that's on you. Like, you're the one in there. Yes, you've got a team, but at the end of the day, you're the only one in the ring. So, like, if you lose, you can't blame anyone else but yourself. But in a team sport, it's very easy to be like, oh, Deacon didn't kick me the ball, or, you know, he kept kicking the ball away from me, or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bloody hell.
You're the worst footy player I've ever met. What's going on?
That was pretty bad.
but yeah, a team sport, you know, like, I love the team environment, and I'm a good teammate, and like, I've got, you know, leadership qualities, but it is very easy to handle the blame in a team sport. But this, you know, it's on you.
Isn't it
You
just?
can't blame anyone. I can't blame no one.
I have a hypothesis. I suspect by about this stage of your life, your sporting career might have been over.
Probably.
I reckon you'd have a lifetime ban, because I also know you've got a short temper.
True.
You're easy to wind up. Easy to wind
when
up.
it comes to, yeah.
Biggest heart, shortest temper.
Yeah, true.
That's how I know you. It's just like he's kind, loving, loves his mum,
True. She's a beautiful
sweetheart
lady.
of a guy, and I love it when I see you. Normally the one line you can't say, it's fucking pissing me off. Settle down, mate. It's okay. It's all right. You did it. It's all right. You're just miscommunicating or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm in between, just trying to settle you down and you know, bring the kindness back through.
It happens, but, you know, if you're having a bad day and someone pokes the bear, you know, you
Yeah.
get...
How many times you heard me say that around the gym? Don't poke the bear. Leave Brayden alone.
Especially if we're sparring, it's like, oh, if you're talking shit to me in sparring, or you do something that annoys me, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. You'd be reminded I'm a
Whether
heavyweight pretty
you're
quick.
down here or up here, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Oh, mate. Hey, and just for those who are listening, if it sounds like our voices are all a touch shaky, it is freezing down here. It's probably 7 or 8 degrees.
It is
I
cold.
blame Deacon. He didn't put the heater on early enough. Deacon, what do you got to say for yourself? You're sitting there like a mook.
Nothing.
Nothing. No apologies.
No.
Sit
I'm
here
in
out shivering.
shorts. I don't know.
I'm in
You're
shorts too.
you're in
Yeah, I'm in
shorts.
shorts. I'm here suffering too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. And now, next, you got coming up next, you got Big Cow.
Yeah.
The turncoat.
I know.
The turncoat.
Fighting Big Cow. You know, we used to train together. I didn't want to fight him, but they come to us like wanting it, so I was like, righto, let's have it.
Yeah, let's have it.
I deliberately didn't nominate. I was man enough and happy enough to go, you know what, you can have the belt. But they obviously wanted me, so they got me.
I gotcha. They must think you're going to fall for the old the lefty trick, eh?
Yeah,
No?
I reckon.
No?
But it's for the Legion title, so it's a pretty good incentive.
Mate, I can't wait. I'm super
It's gonna be
excited.
awesome.
Although, normally I'm hoping for you to knock somebody out in the fight, but I really like Cal.
I really like him
I
too.
really like
yeah.
him. I'm going to feel bad if you hurt him, but
I
at
really
the end
like
of the
him
day,
too,
he
but at
called
the
you.
end of the
He called you.
day, yeah, we got to do what we got to do, and you know, this is a job for us, and
And I know he'll come to fight you.
yeah,
He will.
exactly.
Yeah, I know he
And the
will.
way I kind of look at it lately, especially my last fight, my other boxing coach, I struggled to get warm because a few things went wrong before the fight, and it wasn't going well, but you know, we kept going. And then he actually said to me in the ring, he was like, "This dude's trying to take away from you and your family," and I just went,
Oof.
"Oh,
Oof.
right,
Yeah.
let's fucking go." Like,
Yeah.
so,
You'd swear, man.
That's
So
fine.
let's go. Like,
Yeah.
it pumped me up, and that's what made me go, "Oh, like, whoa." So now that's my mindset. It's like, unfortunately for Cow, he's trying to take away from me and my family. So
was that Tristan that
Yeah,
said that?
Tristan.
Oh, shout out to Mr. Tristan Daly.
he's awesome.
He is, isn't he? I've
you
known him
know,
since I was a
like,
boy.
Yeah, his knowledge and his like ethic and like what he just wants to give. He doesn't want to take anything. He doesn't want to take credit, nothing. But he just wants to give. He's awesome. He's an awesome man.
Oh, isn't he just? And I don't often. I know I talk a lot of shit about boxing for somebody who actually boxes a bit, but you don't often have that interesting conversations with boxers. But him,
Yeah.
his
You wouldn't even know he's a boxer.
no, his knowledge for the sport is always up to date. He like
Yeah,
I'd
and he's
like to
knowledgeable
get-
about everything.
Right.
Like, it's not just like boxing. It's like sports, nutrition, science. Like, he's getting me to do stuff, and I'm like, what? And then I do it. I'm like, oh, that's why.
yeah.
And it was good. It's good to actually learn from him. Like, I'm actually stoked. I've only been training with him, I don't know, 6 months, but he's took my boxing to the next level, like instantly. It was great.
So poor old Dagger's going to cop it around here a bit then.
Yeah, a few of the boys have covered it already.
At least it's not me yet. It's coming. I know the day's coming. I have to be careful what questions I ask on here. I don't know what's coming back my way. Yeah.
I'm pretty harmless.
No, you're not. You lie to people like that. We're not harmless at all. You can commit huge amounts of harm. But you're a kind dude, though.
I am
You're a
kind.
kind dude. So
I'm pretty soft. Like, you see a lot of fighters that, they're hard, or they want to be gangsters, or they want to be this, but I'm pretty soft and gentle, but obviously when it's time to do the work, we got to do the work. But on the outside, I'm not your typical roughhead.
no,
boxer.
you're not. No,
I'm
you're not.
quite the opposite.
You're a teddy bear. You're a teddy bear.
I'm a big teddy bear.
That's why I like you.
Whilst you have been travelling around Australia a bit, training with I guess the best in Australia. We're talking about famous people, UFC people, best boxers. How's that experience been?
It's awesome.
What have you picked up from it? Let's go through a bit of a list. Who have you been training with?
I've trained with Jimmy Crute, the Taffer brothers, Troy Pilcher. I've trained with a few local MMA stars that will be sort of in the next category. But it's actually been really awesome. It's crazy because you see them on TV and you're like, they're a god, but when you're next to them, they're just a human being. They're just a normal human being that's talented.
Yeah.
And it's I always like the little things. Obviously we're all training, but what are they doing, the 1%ers? Because I want to do that, because I want to get to where they are. And just the little things, behind closed doors that you don't know or don't see.
Have you picked a few of those up while you've been around? Have you picked up a few things, been I'm going to add that to what I do? Or
Yeah, just the intensity of training and Jimmy Crute, he he was like trying to replicate, you know, certain styles, or like I think he was fighting along Zone Manyfield at the time, I think.
Yep.
And he wanted me to just stand in front of him. He actually asked me to just stand in front of him and don't go backwards, because that's what his opponent done, and it was rough because he beat the shit out of me. But it was good. Like, he didn't just train for the sake of it, and like he used me. Like he didn't just like, it was a one-on-one. Like he commentated on one of my fights, and then I went over, got a picture with him, and he's like, anytime we want to do some training, hit me up.
Nice.
So I was like, oh yeah, you know, he's not going to do that. What's he going to get out of training with me? And then I sent him a message, and he's like, yeah man, come over.
That's awesome.
So I went there, and it was just me and him, and it was cool. But yeah, and with the Taffer brothers, I was like, you know, they're awesome. Like, I loved them.
You've loved them from day dot.
Yeah, any heavyweight loves them. And then I was like, do I send him a message? And then I was like, you know what, just do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? He's going to say no. Like, same with anyone. And, you know, that goes, you know, for anyone. If you want to train with someone on the mainland, which I highly recommend, just, if you can reach out to them. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be nice and say yeah.
And then you found you got treated pretty well by them as well. Like, obviously, training would have been hard. But
Yeah, they treated you like your own, and it was pretty cool. Like, I was on the exercise bike, and I'd seen Junior, and I had a bit of a man crush. I was like, oh my God, there's Junior. Like, this is so cool. And then he waved to me and come over, and I was like, whoa.
Hi, my name's Brayden.
Yeah. I'm like, and it's just like, you look at him like, whoa, like this big international superstar that's like knocking everybody out. He was 20 years old and he was ranked 5th in the world. Like, and he's just like in front of you talking. And he's like, cool. He's like, you want to do some rounds? Yep, boom. So we started sparring. Like, it was cool. And then he was like, what, you know, I loved about it the most was after the session, he was like, I'll send you a message and we can do more.
Yeah, no way.
And I was like, oh, okay. And he sent me a message and organised a little sparring session. I was like, whoa, that's cool. And then, but I'm excited for my next trip with Jai, going over to train with Jai, Opatai, and Sonny Bill, and Troy Pilcher, and all those boys.
Man, that's going to be elite.
That's going to be cool. I messaged Jai's dad, because I know him, just through like fight shows and stuff. And he's like, yeah man, come over. So I'm going there for a week in 2 weeks.
A week in 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah. Nice.
So it's going to be good exposure and good experience. Like, they're going to beat the piss out of me.
Where's that?
That's in the Gold Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think like it's not so bad being at a lighter weight, because down here you've got talented, you know, lighter weights. But when you get a bit heavier, it's hard. Like, I haven't really got anyone that's a proper heavyweight to consistently train with. Like, and Rob is he's a big dude as well, but he did the same thing. You know, he lived in America, like trained over there for however long. And he sort of said to me as well, like, you need to look outside of Tassie, because while like Chris and Khan and yourself and you are all very talented, it's just so much different when you fight an actual heavyweight. You're like, whoa, like, it's good to pick up the speed from the smaller guys, but if you're not used to the power, you're like, because you know, every heavyweight hits pretty hard.
You might end up getting like a distorted view of where you're at. You know, like, you're like, oh no, it's fine, I get hit all the time, and then you get hit by someone like Freddie.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa,
and what the heck is this?
It's very different. And that, you know, that's probably my biggest advice to people is like don't do it if you're new. Like, get to a level. You know what I mean? Like, get to the best. I think some people might jump the gun too early. Get to the best you can in your gym. Yep. And then if you're struggling, like you need bigger bodies, just reach out to someone. Like, it's, you know, or just book the trip and go. Like, what's the worst gonna happen? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, well, yeah. What's the worst gonna happen? You get, like, say no, or you just go there and you end up, you know, working your way in, and if, you know, they see a talent in you, then you can just train together. Yeah. And most fighters are good enough people, the ones I've met, to work with you, and they, you know, like we all stick together. Like, you know, everyone's been at different levels in their career, so it's good that, you know, they the older ones, the better ones take you in, and look after you.
Yeah, you're right, actually. I think
Yeah.
I've noticed that kind of replicate time and time again is the people that do stick around and do get good remember an earlier version of themselves that they're helping out.
Yeah.
You know, like I think of that often actually when I see somebody, even around here, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, geez, I remember when I was kind of getting to about that level and I was doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be real helpful. I wish I'd learned it earlier.
Yeah.
Or
I like that as well. Like, I got a soft spot for all the bigger boys because I'm like, man, I was you once, like nervous being the big kid. Like, I was always a big kid, and you're like, oh, I'm nervous, but I kind of have a soft spot, and I'm like, all right, like, you know, if you want to put in the work, then we'll do it. But it's also a fine line. It's like, don't, you know, if you train with those boys, you know, this is their job and their life. Like, you're not there to mess around. You're there to train.
That too. It's a
Yeah.
real thing. Like you can't just go over there and think of it as
Cruise.
like a cruisy holiday to go and
Yeah.
hang out with celebrities or whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you got to go there with intent, right?
You got to earn your stripes. Like, you know, you got to show them something.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. You know, when you're there to train. You're not there to just oh, I'm hanging out with such and such, or I'm hanging out with this person. Well, you know.
So do it, but head over with the right attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And head over with no egos, because you are going to get
Beat up. Right?
beat up, regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get beat up that often in the gym by bigger people. And I went over there and those boys were giving it to me and I was like, whoa, like what is this? But, you know, you have a round off, you calm down and you go, this is all part of the journey. And like, they were there at one point. Like, they were getting beat up.
By Mark Hunt, right?
By Mark Hunt and
Yeah.
Bam Bam. Talking about the Taffer brothers, and you know, they were all the next gen. And then I remember I loved them for ages, and I was like, I want to be in that crew. Like, they travel everywhere together, they train together all the time. And then I might have actually had a few beers one night when I messaged Junior. That's what gave me the confidence.
Bit of Dutch courage.
Yeah, a bit of Dutch courage. And I felt bad because he actually said yes, so I was like, oh shit. Oh no. But
Look, what was the most beat up you got in a round of sparring over there?
probably Junior.
Junior?
Or Junior's little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, his little brother is a goer. I mean, little as in big, he's still bigger than I am.
He's a unit.
He's
Yeah.
a unit. But even Troy Pilcher give it to me a bit too, which was good. I didn't mind it. Like, Jimmy Creek, you know,
Of course.
quite
yeah.
hard as well. But it was always good because those boys, everyone I just mentioned, they beat you, but they don't try and kill you. Like, they always get the better of you, but they allow you to work as well, which is what, you know, which is what's good, because you're not going over there to be a human boxing bag and get knocked out. Like,
No.
you're going over there to train, and if you have the right people around you, you know, they'll help you get better without the egos.
Yeah.
Which is quite common in some fighters, but that's why you got to be very careful. Like, I've been to sparrings down here, and it's been way worse than up there because, you know, people will try and like
Get one up on the big
get
boy.
one up
right?
on you.
Yeah.
Like, if they've got a heavyweight, they'll send in the quick little whatever weight to try and gash you out, and then the heavyweight will come in for rounds 5 and 6 when you're already going, oh, I'm getting towards the end of sparring.
It's funny with
But I'm always like smart, and I know what's coming.
yes.
And I mean, and this is like, I love to get it on, so I'm always down for it. But you got to be extremely careful when going to other gyms, because it's actually been 90% of other gyms that I've been at in Tassie, not so much on the mainland, but in Tassie, it's like, they try and compete against each other, where I think, you know, we're only small, so why not compete together?
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
yes, you're technically saying we're doing work together, but you're just trying to get me tired and then kill me.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? It's like, are you really working with me, or are you just trying to beat me up?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd hate to see. But lucky I'm big and I've copped it many times when I first started. So I kind of got used to getting beat up before I was doing the beating up.
Right, yeah. Well, you got Mario to thank for that, right?
Yeah, true.
But you've given it to Mario a few times since then.
Yeah, poor Marty.
Poor Marty. He's a sweetheart.
But it's all in good spirit, you know. And the thing I love about the boys here and the boys that I've sparred is like you get it on, but afterwards, like you're the best friends.
Oh, it's the
like,
best.
It's the best. Like you see some people, you cross the people that have their little ego. Like you put it on them inspired, and they like won't touch gloves, or they'll get a bit shitty. But at the end of the day, like we're here to make each other better, not kill each other.
Yeah, that's it. You push each other into that deep water and find out who you are.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, I know probably people are sick of hearing me say that, but that's what this is all about. Hey, like find out who you are, and like and if you don't like who you find that out to be, then like all right, paint a better picture in your mind and head towards that.
Yeah, and it's better to find out, in training, rather than you get midway through a fight and you're like, man, this guy's kicking my ass, and you just quit. That just looks bad, doesn't it? For the gym, for you, like for everyone, it just looks bad. I mean, there's going to be times where you get your ass kicked. I'm 10-3, and I've got my ass kicked plenty of times, and it's just like, oh, well, it's just a part of it, really.
Right?
Like
yeah.
It's going to happen. Like if you were the best, then we'd probably earn millions of dollars if we were the best. Like,
Hey, don't give up on that dream yet.
Yeah.
You're a young boy.
I've still got time, but nah. But yeah, you've all got to start somewhere. And it's actually like, I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Tristan. He said, you never want to be the best in your gym, because when you get there, it's like, well, where else do I go from here? You always want to be one or two steps behind the best, because then you can just grow all together. And that really, sunk in, and that's why I was like, righto, this year I'm going to just try and do a lot of mainland trips. Just like every time I got a fight, maybe do like a week or two away, no distractions, no nothing. You're there to train with the best, and then that's my plan.
That's your plan.
Yeah.
Speaking of your plan, like, what have you got any solid long-term goals? Like, is there a belt that you want? Is there one that's got your name on it in the future?
Well, I did say at the start of the year that I wanted to finish the year undefeated, but I lost. But you know what? It's all good. Like, not every plan or goal is going to, you're not going to achieve it, but you should try for it. And I said that I wanted the Legion belt and the state boxing title, so then I could be a 2-discipline state champion by the end of the year. And it's looking, hopefully in November I can get the boxing one, and I'll see in July I've got to compete for the Muay Thai one.
Who's heavyweight boxing in Tassie? Who are we talking about? No one. So we'd have to be a mainlander to fly down for you?
It's Rob, but he's obviously not allowed to fight because...
PFL. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. So would it be a mainland fly-in for that fight?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah,
I don't see anyone down here doing it.
Yeah, okay.
Mainlander.
Yeah, wow.
Which would be awesome. Like, imagine, you're the two-discipline heavyweight champion, like, in your state. Like, I know we're only a small state, but it's still, you're in the history books.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
And that's, that's like, and that's what I want to do. Like, the money and the fame and stuff is cool, but, I want to be in the history books, like, and, you want to do your friends and family proud is probably the main thing.
Yeah, it is really, it's a nice feeling, isn't it? Like when people, like, you can tell that they're proud of you, like, they're people that you really care about, and it's so nice. It
is good. And like at the end of the day, that's who doesn't like hearing their friends and family say they're proud of them. Like, it's a pretty good incentive. I think, well, it is for me anyway, and my beliefs. Like, I love it, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
Same.
It's awesome.
It's funny because I can even just remember it in my head. Like, it's actually one of my favourite photos. I'm going to put it up for a Throwback Thursday. Where after when I fought Andrew, Trosty and I, like, I'm fucked. It's the end of the fight, and like we're just cuddling head to head sort of thing. And he's like, "I'm so proud of you, buddy. That was awesome." Yeah. And like I can remember hearing him say it, and it was just such a nice feeling. Like,
it's awesome.
It was before the scorecards got read out. I was pretty certain I'd done the job. But if I didn't, it didn't matter. It didn't worry me.
It's
Like, I
such
was
a
like,
relief. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, because when you lose, like, you know, my last fight, I lost and I had a teary. And I think it was just because of everything that had happened in the last 16 months. Finally caught up to me. And then I was messaging my mum and my family, and they were like, oh, we're proud of you. And I was just like, I just started crying because it was just like, it was just crazy. Everything that I went through, and like all the weight that I'd lost, and you know, the like it was a rough journey to get to where I was. And you know, in a perfect world, I wouldn't have fought that guy for my first fight back in 16 months. But I was like, you know what? I know that I've been training hard. I want to test myself. And you know what? I tested myself and I just fell short. But, you know, you can't... What's wrong with that?
no, you made a great... I honestly, like, from like all the highlights and stuff, it's the best you've moved.
Yeah.
Fast and smart and composed and professional. Which is great.
And that's one thing I've been trying to focus on lately is like being a professional athlete, like eating good, fucking no drinking or partying or doing any of that stuff. You know, there's a time for that, but not every weekend.
No.
Not if you're in this line of, you know, sport. And just the little things, like I never really lifted weights or got into that, but now it's like I'm doing strength and conditioning. Like I've just got SPR. I just had a meeting today. They're going to sponsor me.
Wow.
With a full custom program and take me through like heaps of strength stuff. So it's just the little things. I never ran. Like I was like, nah, I don't need to run. I'm just fit enough. But then I'm like, oh, hang on. You know, there's going to come a point where your talent can only get you so far, and then, you know, hard work needs to take over. And I was pretty lucky because I've fought, you know, 13 times and I've won 10. But it's only been the last 12 months I've actually gone, let's train properly.
Right, yeah.
Like I've just relied on being, you know, a little bit better than the other person or you know, just being a little bit more talented, and it's got me through the fights. And then I watch them back and I'm like, if I was just fitter or did this a little bit better, I would smoke him, but the fight looked so close that you're like, oh, but it shouldn't be close. And now it's like it kind of sunk in. I was like, no, let's train properly and try and take this seriously.
Yeah, wow.
That's been my main focus in the last sort of 12 months.
That's a pretty cool transformation, really, because
Yeah.
I think from being one of your original fans and watching your fights is you used to tell me you're a slow starter, and I kind of didn't believe you. I thought in my head, I'm like, I just think you're a bit worried about like getting tired.
No, I'm just there.
And do you think with the fitness and like losing weight, you're finding it a bit easier to get into gear?
Yeah, especially for my last fight. But once again, you know, it was when Tristan said that to me that I kind of went, oh, and I knew, and we knew he was good. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to come out and put it on him, see what I got, you know, try and take him to deep waters, or even just test myself. Like, have I got it? Am I good? Am I not good? You know what I mean? Like, am I only good when I'm winning?
Yeah. What happens when you're behind and you, I'm going to have to knock it up a gear? Yeah,
do I just get sulky and go on the back foot and be like, oh, I've lost it, or do I just try and bite down and say, well, let's go. Like, let's see what we got. And that was probably the biggest thing. I was like, after the fight I lost, but I went, you know what? I can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
100%.
And like, another thing is like, this, you know, boxers have been boxing for years. This guy's like 30 something.
Yep.
And he's been boxing for years. I'm like, I've only been boxing for like 12 months. Because I was doing MMA, kickboxing. You know, I was dabbling in a bit of everything, not focusing on one. And then I was like, right, boxing's it. I'm picking boxing. And then I took this kickboxing fight. But, you know, it's in my, you know, one of my goals is to get the belt. And I didn't want to pass up the opportunity. But I was like, nah, boxing is it. I'm focusing on that. And it's really hit home and sunk in well.
Nice. I'm liking hearing all of that. That is so fun. So, testing yourself as an athlete focusing on that strength and conditioning.
Yep.
You've got some clear goals that you're heading towards.
Yep.
Not only all of that, but you've defeated a few vices and you've changed your relationship to like partying and celebration and all that sort of jazz. What a transformation. Like, I don't know many people have gone through what you have in the past couple of years and come out of it like 180, like completely
literally.
completely positive. I'm sad that you had to go through it, but in a way, like I'm glad that you did, because I'm not getting those Snapchats or having my wife badger you about stuff all the time.
Yeah, I thought about it. Like, I hear people, talk about it, and then I'm kind of like, I sit on the fence. I'm like, it sucks that it happened, but then I'm like, you know what? Look at me now.
Look at you now. Yeah.
I'm annoyed that it took me this long to realise to change your ways, or to do this better or this better. But I come out, it's over, it's behind us, we just move on. And then now looking like I haven't changed. I changed a lot since pre all that stuff, but I'm like, no, it's a new me. And even so, like, I obviously wasn't allowed to drink for a little bit there, but even since I've been allowed to drink, I've drank twice.
That's awesome.
And then I didn't even like it.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
It's just like, ugh. And
That's
now I
different.
genuinely enjoy I just not drinking. Like, I actually just like it. Waking up on a Sunday, you can go for a walk, or you can do something, rather than being like in bed. Like, you come home Sunday morning at 5, 6 a.m. and you're like, or you sometimes don't even come home and you're just like, oh, and you wreck till Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, I don't, I look at that and I get all like, oof.
Be creeped out by now, right?
I'm like, how did I do that? Like, why? It's just crazy.
I don't know how you got up for work some of those days.
Same. Like, especially on the Mondays, you're still hungover and you're like, oh man. And Monday's always worse than Sunday.
Yes.
Like, it's horrible. But you know what? As I said, like, I'm glad I experienced it, because it made me see the light on the other side, which people would have been telling me. But when you're young, you don't listen to people. You're like, no. Or find out the hard way.
Yeah.
My advice to young people, fucking listen.
Right.
Like, just listen. Chris would tell me not to eat Maccas, and I was like, whatever, old man. I'm going to eat Maccas. Just because you're eating chicken and salad, I'm going to eat Maccas. And then at the time, I was like, I still felt good. I was like, oh, yeah, because my body was used to it.
Yep.
And then I stopped eating it, and then I had it again, and I was like, whoa, I feel terrible.
Right.
Like, you're like, yuck. Why was I, every day I was like Macca's, KFC, or something like that. You just spend that much money as well. Like, buying tea for lunch, and then sometimes a little snack after training or something like that. And I was like, man, what am I doing?
Right.
But once again, you don't, it's kind of like an addiction, I suppose. When you're in it, you don't see it. And until you're out of it, you're like, whoa, why? Like, why was I doing that?
Right. Yeah. No. Like, I mean, look, I've been there. It's not nice. And then as I said, like, when you're on the other side, and you get that bit of clarity, it's like, oh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all.
I mean, I was 135 kilos, and I thought, like, I'd moved all right for a big boy then, but now I'm 110, 111, and I can move triple, like, the amount, and I'm like, oh, this is what it's like to be, I'm still pretty heavy, but, at least I'm 25 kilos lighter.
Mate, it'd be like not having Joey on your back,
Yeah.
like, while you're trying to train, Like,
and it's just like, in life as well, like, you're happier, you're confident. It's easier going to work, like, it's easier getting up out of bed, you're not like you're big heifer. But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. It's just like the happiness and confidence.
and it beams from you. Like, it's obvious. It's just so freaking obvious, man. So I love it. Like, it just puts a smile on my dial every time I see you now. Like, I'm not always worried about you now. I'm not going home talking to my wife and being like, oh, Paige, worried about Braydo. And she's getting ready to message and give you a hard time. Like, just leave him alone, not now, Earl. Like, just leave him alone. Like, I don't have to deal with that anymore, which is good.
Yeah, it is good. And it's good too. I can see, you know, the stress release in my family as well. Obviously, you know, time to time, if I'm out having a couple, they're, you know, a little bit stressful, but you know, I can see it in them as well that they're not, you know, they're happy that I'm at home on a Saturday night and a Friday night, or doing something productive, fishing or at the gym or something better than out partying and not seeing me all day, all night, and God knows when, like rolling.
And then
home.
only seeing you drunk or hungover or something like that.
Yeah, and then
you
I'm
know?
like in bed for the rest of the day and then go to work. Like, you know, you don't see, you know, they don't see that, but yeah.
Actually, we're overdue a fishing trip again. You never know. One day, I might even catch a fish.
Well,
the world's worst fish.
I was hooking the fish. I don't know what you were doing, but
I'm shit. I'm the kiss of death. He was catching
we
fish.
went fishing, and I was just like, boom, 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 loving life. And he was just like...
As soon as I put a line in the water, they all stopped.
Yeah.
He caught 3 in about 3 minutes. Yeah. And then as soon as I put a line in the water, nothing. Yeah. Gone. I'm the kiss of death for fishing.
I wanted to send him home because I was hooking and he started fishing and I was like... Ruined it.
That's why he hasn't asked you back.
Yeah. And I've asked, like, and he's tried teaching me, and apparently I was doing the right stuff, and I don't know, I just give off the wrong signals to fish.
I even caught the fish in that little creek thing. Remember when we went to that little creek thing underneath that random bridge in Brighton?
Yes. Yeah, so you've caught fish there. I went there, I saw fish. I could have, if I had a net with me with a pole, I could have reached in and scooped them out. Caught an eel that got off just as got onto land. I'm the kiss of death when it comes to fishing, but I enjoy it.
Actually, we're never going fishing again because I've just found this little good spot lately where I'm hooking the fish.
But don't bring me.
And if you're coming on that,
no, don't bring me there. Don't bring me there.
You can go on the other side of the river.
I'll chase them down to you. How about that? We'll do that. Yeah. Now, actually, speaking of animals, we got one story we need to go over. So back when you were, how old were you? Like 18. When you were on the 250, were you 17, 18?
No, I was a 700.
700. Okay. Well, back when
you were the grey one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was probably 18.
Yep.
And I was coming home late at night from my friend's house, and I was like fanging along the bridge.
Bridgewater Bridge, right?
The Jordan one.
Jordan Bridge. Okay.
Yeah, the white one. And you know, it was like 1 a.m. Had the world of confidence behind me. Speeding. You know, you just left your friend's house. You're having, you know, it was fun. You're like, yep. And then I just seen this giant shadow fly up. And I just went, you know, I just accepted my fate and just put my head down. And I hit this swan doing about 100, 120, whatever I was doing. Mind you, the speed limit's 80. And then I'm like wobbling the bike. And then like, I felt it. It was like, I thought it was a human because it just like spread its wings and took off. And I just boom straight through it. And then I got home and my dad came outside of that bike and he opened the gates in the shed. He gave me a bit of a spray because I should have been home a couple of hours ago, but once again, you're young. Don't know about Dad. You were young once too. And then I had feathers all over me, and I told him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then he went to Macca's with Mum. I think it was Mum that took him. But anyway, we're in the car and we're going on the bridge. There it was, dead in the middle of the road, and I was like, "Man, what a life!" I
could just like. That was the day I think I was like, I like this guy. I like this guy. I just lost my mind giggling, had Mark wheezing when he was trying to hear it. Poor old Mark Menzies there, like nearly losing a lung. Like,
it was pretty brutal.
Oh man.
And I tell you what, man, swans are big animals up close. Like, they don't look that big. Like when they're mid takeoff, I was like,
big wings out.
Because you got your headlights on, and I just seen it, and I was like, oh no, just put the head down, and righto. There's nothing you can do.
I could just picture you coming home covered in feathers, bit of blood.
It was like, and then I was just like, the heart was racing because I was just like wobbling the bike, and I was like nearly coming off, and I held onto it, and then covered in feathers.
Oh man, that's so good. That's one of my favourites of all time.
That's crazy.
One of my favourites of all time.
It was rough. It was one of those moments where like you know when things happen to you, but like only you're there to witness it. Like,
Yes.
And you're just like, holy shit! Like, no one is going to believe what the hell just happened. But I mean, covered in feathers and this dead swan on the road, it was pretty, pretty good proof that it happened to my dad. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. I should have been home at 11, like he said.
When he murdered a swan. Yeah.
But then I want to have a cool story to tell. So.
No. Hey, mate, it was, got us to be friends, so that's cool.
When I killed a swan.
We get shut down by Peter or something now with these podcasts. Oh, mate, you're in trouble later again. Like, oh, no. Oh, dear. Hey, before we call it a day here, is there anything else we want to bring up today, mate?
No, everything's covered.
Covered for now. We're going to have a catch up again post-fight with Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Which would be pretty cool.
Hopefully I have a shiny new belt wrapped around my waist.
Which would be pretty cool. Have to bring her in.
Cool.
That'd be awesome. And yeah, man, like, it's just, hey, I'll be the next one to say it. I'm really proud of you, mate. Like, I've loved watching you just turn your whole life around, lose weight, start making smart decisions. It's really cool. And, I think just those first 2 belts that you're aiming for are only the beginning.
Yeah.
as
I said,
I can see
they're just my goals for this year. I want the Australian belt, the Australian title, and that sort of stuff. In the next handful of years, because obviously you got to get time to take time to get to the top. But yeah, we're on the right path.
In the right path, and you're still a very young man. That's right.
Now.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, mate. Really appreciate your time.
No worries.
And until next time, brother.
Thank you.
Big love.